Greetings to all in creation, and we are live again from where we are. And so we've received a hilarious phone call from the team now, and I know that they're changing the intonation and maybe the typography as well. Who knows? But yes, it was confirmed by the terrorists. There is heavy black magic in the field, and it's very similar to the one that was used in Miami. So in Miami, literally, I would be standing like in that pizza store, Rustica, everybody knows, on like 9th and Washington. And like I'm just standing there, and next thing you know, my goddess necklace like popped out my neck. No, actually, the goddess necklace popped off my neck in Burger King, and then in Pizza Rustica, I was like, just my hand went to my neck, and I had a Tree of Life necklace, and I just like smashed the pearls in a billion pieces. Right now, I was at the ocean, and I was just standing on the shore, and I was just having, just a few transmissions going on in the fields, and next thing you know, the necklace there, my heart necklace from Forever 21 LA. First of all, they removed like the red stone from it, like it fell like a day before, not today. And today I was just adjusting it, and it just popped off. Like, so there's definitely heavy, very, very heavy black magic still being placed on divine feminines. There's very heavy energies of displacement and confusion, and I'm not sure still where the confusion lies, but I'm trying to now get my contacts to relocate me from the park area towards a more, kind of, self-loving structure, like a hotel situation where I might be able to relax for however many days are left for me here until I do receive whatever I'm expecting in the P.O. box, or until, the field is ready for the necessary upgrades and upscales in order for the teams to be able to reactivate the Bank of America, or not. Who knows how that's going to go, because now I kind of understand a lot more about politics, and, that might not be necessary even, apparently, by confederational requests, if things are gonna just go as jammed. And like if you guys do look at the congregational separationals now in the park, which I will like show really quickly, watch. So here you see you have like this team here versus that team there. So here you got like the red stuff, and then you got the blue stuffies and the black there, and they're all fighting over that ass because I'm playing hard as well. And here's Soaring Creation, the skies and the clouds and all the spaceships, and the first time I released from this field was extremely painful. I had to have Archangel Michael on the phone, and I was literally breaking down and weeping because I had a carnal attachment to everything in this field, meaning every dolphin and every turtle and every tree and every, bike path and every situational and every flower and every swing, and, all of it was like, had become my mere, plasma, blood, and soul, basically, at that point, because this was the first field where I had claimed my independence as a, a woman, basically, after the divorce, and I just moved myself into the metropolitan, and I was really jamming hard there. And again, here's the Goldie bike locks. So as soon as that happened, I was all about, just spending time after my first surgery, really, meditation, kind of getting high and, kind of transmitting a lot of emotions, drinking. And then, I was like taken to the ocean etherically at like very late AM 1 hour, and there were two, I was coded by two like you know, advanced species of galactics that day, you know, in a ritual in the ocean. And you know, my connection with the field is super deep and super real. Like, it's very moment to moment. Whatever hits the field gets like translated a billionfold everywhere, nature to animal to everything. And what else? So, you know, all the black magic done on me back into center billionfold, of course, and that's galactically approved of. And then, you know, we are already jamming with creation in terms of, you know, unifying all grids and all atomics, just choosing love and choosing unity consciousness, and you know, non-confrontational behavioralism, and getting over patriarchy, and getting over, you know, all the programming where every male is like fighting over my womb to get his seed to be the one, etc. Everybody must understand that this is a divine dance, and things have already been pre-prescribed, so nothing that's done now is going to actually change any outcome. Not any legal falsified document, not any of it. Not any attempt to like delay the plan or, you know, mess with it. Because in the end, everybody who's doing these things is literally working against themselves, and, you know, only working on proving how retarded they really are. So everybody must, you know, kind of wind down and take it easy, and all the conditionings of behaviorals that are regarding to belonging to certain creed, color, or race that differentiate between humans, and, you know, dumb them down a lot, where everybody's trying to root for their team and, you know, being very sensitive about it. This is childish attachments. This is not childlike behavior in terms of uniting heaven and earth, which we're all only here contracted to do. And there are beyond contracts, there are covenants. Like my, you know, so-called what I thought was a contract turned out to actually be a covenant. That's why no matter how much they tried to like undo it and get other people to behave as such, it got smashed back in their face. So all the attempts of Sir Pearson to kind of, you know, kind of choose other beings to be, you know, respectively diamond, rainbow, or morning star versions of Aurora, smashed back right at his face, because I am the shift you wish to see, and I am the one you've been waiting for. And behind this, you know, whole plasma tech, there are a lot of codes, and every word actually refers to something way grander that unites all of us. So the efforts of everybody involved are highly appreciated. The competition in the field is not helping you guys or I or the planet, because all the damages and the hurricanes and the disruptances in the weather and everything, this is not helping anybody. So everybody must, you know, come to grips with what is, and just assist each other best as we can to go through this transformationals as effectively as possible. And the more people, you know, choose to be less childish and more childlike, the more we can actually be in divine right action finally, after all these years of extreme delay due to extremely high levels of dark alien infestation and like black goo matter all the way to everybody's spine, and inner earth portal, which have been being undone moment to moment, planetary and beyond. Lily is still hooked on to inner earth portal after having, you know, had the morning star and Lily kind of recode all the eggs of all the nests of the future birds, and the sperms of all the future fish and all the future creatures creational, for the new star seeds to be more free. Now what is going on is they are actually having, you know, me get very intense visions, first of all, of like what's going on in the womb, like in terms of organs and beyond, preparing for the fetus, you know, implementation, as well as Lily being really now, she's being de-etherized, because she was a very powerful etheric being, and now she's being de-etherized, meaning they're having her go through all the like removal of all the plasmatic, you know, consciousness of her, you know, Bardo's self, and they're bringing her back to, you know, her, you know, carbon more like, like she has to shift from ether to carbon a little bit just to be able to come to the planet now. And then so we're doing a flip now, her and I, and you know, the Morning Star is greatly assisting. So she's being like, I'm being shown, you know, it's being infiltrated within her blood, linking into inner earth portal, linking into all the magma, all the volcanic strata, all the, you know, plates, like the volcanic plates, recoding all the volcanoes, you know, recoding the new superfoods for the planet, like mana. We're gonna have now a new arrival, prosperity-wise, on the planet as soon as the dark infiltration fucks off. Like, we're gonna have new quality and grade and upscale in our nutritional value for everything that comes off the earth. As soon as the quicker you guys can get to, you know, loving kindness and respect for myself and yourselves as well, and you know, just figuring it out, minus all ego mind infiltration, the better off we are in terms of everything that's being created now in the tectonic plates at the center, Earth Central, and the lava, you know, proliferation that are going to be shifted into, you know, we're going to turn shit into food now, basically. And as you all know, you know, humans are very advanced beings and creatures, and we really don't need to eat. Truly, we can, you know, derive, you know, nutritional consciousness just from the air we breathe. However, now everybody eats so much and stuff, you know, all the vaccines and beyond. It is due to, first of all, the levels of infiltration of the dark aliens, which is causing everybody to be extremely bored because they're not using their superpowers and their skills for the better. They're all trapped in a fucking, you know, dungeon carousel, driving cars, going in free will to do random shit in usage and in service to the dark alien agenda. And as soon as this ceases, we will all be way better off, united as one, and it's one planet versus the dark alien infiltration past Orion. And, you know, slowly the portal is closing towards that. It's taking me a lot of, like, power to muster, to, you know, rebuke them now from, you know, from the space where we performed the last surgery in the chamber up in Wexford, now back to the park, where I've had to embody, like, just atomic consciousness of the void, le néant, you know, like the cars and the birds and the bugs and the pets and the humans and their thought forms and, you know, very dense matter. And, you know, I just have to become it at all times, which is my challenge and service. And you know, we're working now with deconstructing ego mind of belonging of each clique, like, oh, I'm team blue, I'm team black, I'm team green, I'm team this, I'm team that, and this is my bank and my restaurant and my hookups and my clique. No, this is mine, and if I go here, it means something to that team if I go there. So soon as this consciousness breaks down and the field is unified again and everybody comprehends that in the end it is all one and the same, there is no separation. Non-duality is what we are all headed towards. It is not two and both as one. Once we can apply the law of one, and that then is when all the portals of the succubus incubus energetics get cancelled. Now these beings have been infiltrating everything, going from the pets to every planktonic order, whereby all the oceanic consciousness is super diminished, which has to be remedied. You know, there are like a lot of dead matters that are actually alive. So that's like also David consciousness, you know, Return of the Living Dead. And if you guys go and, you know, look up David Rogers art.com, so DAVIDRODGERSART.com, and you look at the movies that he produced and you actually watch them, you will learn a lot about how Hollywood consciousness was infiltrated by the dark alien agenda through the German hack of his former wife Christine, which I had to work day and night diligently to undo. And then they brought back the other Christine style from, you know, the Russian Confederation, which took me even more time to undo. And, you know, in the middle was the Christine consciousness of my own cousin in Brazil that was born on October 6th, such as myself. And, you know, she already got married, and that had me, you know, be evacuated from the Hilton Head portal last year. So, you know, I very much think whom I know to be Lucifer Morningstar, and whom introduced himself as such, Archangel Uriel, Father of all creation, for all your assistance. And hopefully, you know, whatever this VIP package situation is turns out to be something that is very, you know, life enhancing for myself and all my phytoplanktons and all my fibromatrix and every cellular structure. Thank you all for your undivided and relentlessly focused attention and sharpness in undoing all the caudalities of the dark infiltration.